Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of English Podcast. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that hits close to home for all of us: failure. Let's be honest, failing sucks. It's frustrating, it's humbling, and sometimes it's just plain heartbreaking. But here's the thing: failure isn't the end of the road. It's a stepping stone. It's a chance to learn, grow, and come back stronger. Today, I want to talk about why failure is essential to success and how you can use it to your advantage. Failure isn't final. Let me start with this. Failure is normal. It happens to everyone. If you're trying something new, setting big goals, or stepping outside your comfort zone, failure is going to happen. But here's the key: failure doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond to it. Let me share an example. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally said yes. Imagine if she had quit after the first or second rejection. The Harry Potter series wouldn't even exist. And how about Michael Jordan? He's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But did you know he was cut from his high school basketball team? He could have given up, but instead, he worked harder and used that failure as fuel. The lesson here is simple: failure isn't final unless you quit. Why failure is a stepping stone. So, why does failure matter? Why is it something we should embrace instead of avoid? First, failure teaches us. Every time we fail, we learn what doesn't work, and that's valuable information. Second, failure builds resilience. The more you fail, the more you realize you can handle it and keep going. It toughens you up for future challenges. And finally, failure pushes us out of our comfort zones. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It happens when things get hard, when you're forced to adapt and try something new. My personal story. Let me share a personal story. I remember a time when I tried something I was really excited about, a project I poured my heart into, but it didn't work out. I was crushed. For a while I let that failure define me, but eventually, I realized that failure wasn't a reflection of my abilities. It was a reflection of my approach. I needed to adjust, to learn, and to try again. And when I did, things started to fall into place. That failure became one of the best lessons I've ever had. So, if you're feeling stuck right now because of a failure, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not broken. You're just in the middle of your story. How to turn failure into growth. Now let's get practical. How do you actually turn failure into a stepping stone? Here are 3 steps you can take. 1. Reflect on what happened. Take some time to think about what went wrong. Don't beat yourself up, but be honest. What can you learn from this experience? 2. Stay positive. I know it's hard, but focus on the progress you've made instead of the setback. Every step forward counts, even if it doesn't look like it right now. 3. Take action. Don't let failure paralyze you. Take what you've learned and try again. Remember, every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. Wrapping up. Before I wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Failure is not a dead end. It's a detour. It's a part of your journey, not the end of it. So the next time you fail, don't see it as a sign to stop. See it as a chance to grow. Because every great success story started with failure.
Causes of failure. Failure happens for many reasons. Sometimes we don't have a clear plan, so we're just moving without direction. Other times, fear holds us back. We're so afraid of messing up that we never even try. Then there's the issue of quitting too soon. Most people give up when things get tough, not realizing success is just a little further down the road. And let's be real, sometimes failure isn't even our fault. Life throws unexpected problems our way. But more often than not, failure comes from not putting in the work. If you don't develop the right skills or knowledge, you can't expect great results. And the biggest killer? A negative mindset. If you keep doubting yourself, you're already setting yourself up to fail. How to overcome it? Failure isn't the end unless you let it be. The first step is changing how you see it. Failure isn't defeat, it's feedback. Every mistake teaches you something. So instead of feeling bad, ask yourself, what can I do better? The key is to keep going. Most successful people failed over and over before they made it. The difference? They didn't quit. If something isn't working, adjust your approach. But don't throw away your goal. Surround yourself with people who push you forward, not those who hold you back. And most importantly, take action now. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Just start. The only real failure is never trying at all. Closing thought. At the end of the day, failure proves you're trying. And if you keep trying, success is just a matter of time. What's one failure you've learned from? Let's talk in the comments.